Good morning. My name is Ryan Littlestone from forexflow.live, and today I'm going to update on two pairs that we were talking about last week, dollar yen first and then cable. So first we're going to look at the dollar yen chart, and we'll move to the daily chart here. And this is something that I've been looking at for over the past few weeks, and it's the move up in this pair and the potential three stages that we've got to see whether we're actually going to get a change of trend. Now, last week we were just hovering below the 106 area, and in fact, we got a move above 106 and right into that fib level and a few pips above. But it has held, and we've seen the price pull back again through the week last week, and now we've been sticking around this 105, 70, 80 zone. But we have been up there again, and we just a bit of indecisions going on now between whether we dip lower and we put a top in and the trend continues lower, or if we see further upside coming in and a proper break of this 106 area. So what we saw is a dip down to sort of the 105, 20, 25 area on Friday, but it's bounced back again this weekend as we opened up on Sunday. And really, it's looking like it's going to be a case of going higher rather than lower. Now, what we're looking at here is obviously this, what everyone's calling the reflation trade, whether inflation is going to come in, whether the Fed's going to get caught out with their average inflation targeting, and whether they're going to be behind the curve. And the market, the snowball is really picking up now. We're seeing a lot of moves in bonds and yields, which is obviously a big driver behind this pair in particular. And, if you look at things like the 10-year yields, they've pushed right up to near the 1.4% mark. And it's been a really strong move. And what we're seeing is the inflation-linked bonds, the TIPS as they like to be called, they were running, negatively. Now they're pushing up as well, or as they call them, real rates are pushing up from negative towards the positive mark. So really, it's a big tide that's starting to turn, but we're not quite there yet because the actual data isn't matching what the expectation is at the moment. But that's all we need in Forex trading, especially with pairs like this. It's not so much what the data actually does, it's what the market expects it to do. And if the market expects the price to do something or inflation to do something, then it starts moving well ahead of what the central bank might do. And that's where we get these change of trends, and that's where we can get in early if we're on these trades before. So I've been long this pair for quite a while now, all the way down to the 103s, and at the moment it's going well, and I'm looking just to let it run and carry on. So as I say, what I'm looking at this pair is for a potential break of this 106 area, and the way it's building at the moment, I may look to go with a break trade and add into my position if we get a decent break there. So the next pair we're going to look at is cable. Just again, a quick update on this one because we were below the 140 area last week. It was a big area. Looking at the weekly chart again, you can see that red line there at 140. We got the break late last week. There was a whole host of option paraphernalia there. I traded a first test in the 139.80 zone going short. That dipped back nicely. I got out of that trade, and then I went with a break of this 140 level, and that's a trade I'm sitting in at the moment. Now, on the technical basis, the 140 isn't that big technically. As you can see on the chart there's not a lot around there, but it's this higher zone that I've marked in blue up at the 142 to 144, or sorry, 141, 144 area. Quite a wide area, but that's a big zone there. That, again, is another trend-changing level. If we break that level, then we have the potential to push on even further, maybe up towards the 150 mark. But there's a lot to do in the way first. So this zone up here at 141, 142, up to 144 is a big zone at the moment, and where we could run into trouble. That's going to be worth watching if we get up that far. In the meantime, what we're looking at now is to see whether we're going to build and stay above this 140 area. At the moment, it's a bit indecisive. We've been below, we've been back above, we've been below. It's been up and down. 139.80 is the close support there that we're looking at. But otherwise, let's see if we get a move up and hold above this 140 area. So that's what I'm looking at this week. And as ever, I wish you good luck with your trading.